Okay, let's test this out. Put this off for now. Okay, welcome everybody. And today, what we are doing is that we are going to be looping live on the Roland Aerophone AE20. This has been my trusty instrument, my wind synthesizer of choice for the past few years. And I'll show you how I'm going to loop. Okay, so it doesn't have its own inbuilt loop, but I use the you see it's the Boss VE20. I initially got this for to run with my saxophone. So initially this is built to be used as a saxophone, more like a saxophone pedal. Okay, really it's a voice pedal. It's used for voice, but I use it for the saxophone. And since I use it for the saxophone, I just simply converted it and plugged in my Aerophone. You see, it has a quarter-inch jack in addition to that. So any looper will work, but I guess I want to show you how I do my looping. So I can actually just stay on this same patch right now. Right now I'm on the vocal saw. I think you can see that. That is in preset 11, number 14. So I activate my looper. Another day you see the actual way I do it, but let me pick a baseline. Let me just pick some a rhythm. But actually, I can actually cheat by having a metronome playing, but I won't do that right now. I will just run it raw so you can hear what it sounds like doing the test. Can't do that. That sounds very wonky at the bass, right? I promise it's not the instrument, it's just the patch I chose. If you don't really believe me, let's get in some drums. Oh, my battery is quite low. So we'll just see how far the battery goes before it dies. Okay, I have my reverb on. Shut that reverb out of the way. Okay. Okay, no more reverb. Oh, okay, the battery. That's why it's. So I'll drop my input gain there. My loop is imperfect, but I mean, you get the idea what I'm trying to do. So I go for synth. My best synth, the classic saw P1 is what I use on the song All Hail the King, and I like using it live. It sounds really cool. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first example of a loop, and you see that it sounds good, right? But getting that timing for that first few beats, that's usually the challenge. So let's use a violin this time. Yeah, let's use a violin this time. And I noticed that also starting with your volume a bit lower actually helps, because that way, if my volume is, I start a lower volume, then I can loop at a lower volume and I can now raise my volume to the high volume I want. Okay, let's try that. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Let's attempt. Maybe I should give it a metronome. I'm gonna give it a metronome, drums, a, if I can get a consistent hi-hat. I don't know if I got it. Let's do it again. So 4. I think I got this one. 1, 2, 2, pa, pa, pa. Yeah, you had that. So let's hope I don't mess this up now. I really don't want to mess this one up. 1, 2. So let's get some string quartets. And you go on. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting out for me, where I call my home. Special things I can buy, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. So okay. Let's get a bass line. We have to get a bass line. Let's get some an electric bass. Say 1. Just simple down, walking down. So I've built the core of the song, as would say. Then, so now I can now solo over this. with my classic saw. So I hope you get the gist of how that is structured. So I set up something, I loop it over and over again. The only challenge that you can find when you're looping like this with the Boss V20, I've used the RC300. And the 300 has three different ports, three different sound places where I can put the verse, I can put the intro, I can put the chorus, and I can loop and I can play the entire song. But you see, here I'm stuck just with the intro loop, except I would end it and play it again, or except I have my keyboard right beside me, which I usually can do. Maybe for another stream, I can like put my keyboard right here, or run it on the side. I know I have this other keyboard right here. Where is it? But I can actually bring it closer, bring my other keyboard, my PSR E373, put it here, and run it into the Zoom H8. That's how I'm getting the sound. I'm running everything to the Zoom H8 using the Zoom H8 SSH6 capsule. The microphone is SSH6 capsule. Then the earphone is going into the looper, and the looper is going into the Zoom H8. So I have two things going to Zoom H8, the looper, which is the Zoom H8, and then also the microphone. So I can actually literally add my keyboard, I can add that into the Zoom directly, so I can have like keys. I can have a separate keys rig here, which would be interesting. Like maybe I should try that. I should try a stream like that. Keys, maybe I should actually put the keys. I don't know. Will I put the keys here? This is gonna be it. I mean, I'll figure this. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So this is the Roland Aerophone looping, and I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. You can create as many sounds as you want because this thing has bass line, it has leads, it has keyboard. I can actually play keys. I can actually play chords. If I use the app, I can select different chords to play. Um, it just depends on how I set things up and how well I'm prepared for the gig. I can actually do a lot. If I really wanted to, like for example, this. So if I really wanted, I could do something like I could connect it, and that sounds dissonant, right? Until I throw in some drums on it, then you hear the. I missed that one. Okay, you get the idea. Maybe I should start with the drums. Slows down. That's my challenge. That's what I have not yet overcome. Once I overcome that, I can take things to the next level. That small stagger. You ready? Do it again. One, two. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. This is me working out different things on the patch. Of course, it might be harder to get this into work in a live setting because you have to be very precise with your tempo. Okay, so I hope I whet your appetite for what can be done with a loop. Still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Many times I'm thinking of just literally using like a predefined loop, like a computer loop. Maybe that gets me closer to the perfect loop that can then just run over and over again. Maybe that's what I'll do eventually. Just use the computer, run a different signal chain, get a perfect loop. Maybe even run the keyboard into the computer so I can get perfect loop. That could be a way out. That could be a way to get consistency on those clicks. Another way is just practice. Get it over and over and over and over and over again until you get it done. Um, I guess I could try the last technique before we leave to get the perfect tune. Okay, this thing I told you about. I'm gonna cheat. So I'm gonna use one. Let's just get a 140. Sure, why not? Why not? That's in perfect time. I think so. Okay, time miniatures. Okay, so I hope I have inspired you to try some things out with looping, different methods. I'm using the loop pedals VE20. That does, I can create a perfect loop, bring it in like maybe through like Logic, bring it into the system, run it to my interface, get that looping over again. Maybe I could connect the computer, put the computer over here, connect that in so that I can get live sounds into my Zoom H8 and also maybe run it into the Logic too so that I can have like some synth sounds too. Maybe, just maybe. And that way I can get perfect loops and I can actually even loop piano parts perfectly so I can get loops and use that for a song live. I might work on this over time. Maybe like the streams can be an evolution of the process of getting the perfect loop. So maybe that's what we'll end up doing with these streams. Yeah, so I want to keep it short. We've done something, made some progress today. Zoom H, Roland Aerophone A20, Zoom H8, SSH6 capsule, Bose NC700 headphones, Bose V20, Boss V20 vocal processor. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Where are my captions? Oh, yeah. Just say, there you go. Yeah, you can check it out there. That's our that's Instagram, YouTube, Musical Kinetics. Of course, you're here. Check out on Instagram, ITSUOBA. Check us out there later on. And this is where we don't do this. See you in the next stream. Okay. Bye bye. Let's end here. Sorry. Chaos. Okay. Maybe I can actually add some reverb to make it smoother. Okay, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, stay blessed, stay safe, stay amazing. Bye bye. This is the end.